Hello there and welcome to the new channel.
Here to help you see
The new you.
My name is Carmine Ortega.
Dennis Calamba.
This is Nato Agbayani.
My name is Juan Lu.
I'm Chino.
I'm Trisha.
This is Apple Manansada.
This is Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
This is Attorney Sheila Santiago.
This is Angie.
This is Argamid.
My name is Dante Salama.
This is Jesse Francis Rebustillo.
I'm Dania Cunha.
Mon Mendoza.
I am Mapet Erhino.
I'm Leo Bryan. Mike.
Nice one, dear.
Sir Al Ian Barcelona.
Marvin Salazar. This is Sunny Haldon.
Heidi Lumainos.
This is Ivan Jude.
Patrick Geronimo.
Alan Perez.
My name is Erwin Ursua.
Mine is Bob.
My name is Lloyd Luna and this is
Future.
The Talk.
Family Business.
The Puppet Stories.
After Shift.
PNC Town Hall.
YOLO.
Marketplace.
The Home Buyer.
HR Hotline.
Danny Art Show.
Hotline.
Foreign Affairs.
COVID Stories.
Awesome Day Show.
Thank you.
Money and More.
Cybernext.
Women at Work.
Win Within.
Port Project.
The Big Picture.
Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. But sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You got the power to see. We'll help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the new channel. Here to help you see the new you. This is Jesse Francis Rebustillo, your host to this wonderful program, the HR Hotline. Yes, good afternoon. Welcome back to HR Hotline. Before I proceed, I would like to greet my best friend, PIBA past President Obet Policarpio, a happy birthday. There are a lot of other friends of mine who had their birthdays recently. I would like to greet them. You know what is lovely with the social media? Even if you are in this what you call distance mode, we can still connect with them. So happy birthday for those, and we have to celebrate. Happy birthday for those friends of mine, and we have to celebrate. Mas tipid na. Okay. Again, we are back to a topic that really hits my heart. And it's really very relevant to what is happening now. We have typhoons, floods, earthquakes, and then the pandemic. And what is the positivity there? What is warranted? We have to be empathetic. So again, let's go back to empathy. A lot of conferences have that as a topic. And I'm so keen also, inspired to have that discussed here in HR Hotline, because for our life, for our work, and as an HR person, we really need to know and appreciate what is genuine empathy. In Tagalog, in Google, it's pakikiramay, pakiramay. We have to really have what you call pakikipagkapwa, malasakit, and pakiramay. But the question is, it has to be authentic. Empathy, actually, to have it successful, it has to actually go back to the person, nested on the individual. The acts of empathy is not actually an act to show off. It's, if you have to be spiritual, it's actually your relationship with your God. You are doing it because you like it. You are doing it because there is reason for doing it. May dahilan. You are doing it because your compassion, your kindness, your generosity is actually not put to the test, but actually triggered. There is even a, in your system, I forget, endro something, that causes you for that act of kindness. But you know, empathy, as I teach in my webinars, I do webinars on emotional intelligence. For that to be successful, for that to be realized, something that is satisfying for the one who is providing it, it has to be appreciated And you must be able to receive, although not conditionally, unconditional, but the sense that your empathy, your caring for others is pure and true, and that you can also discern and have that sense that what you are doing has relevance, so that you will have no fatigue whatsoever, so that the fountain, that motivation of sharing is sustained. So I'm really much interested and try to get it from guests. How do we really being, becoming, having genuine empathy? I invited a dear friend. She is a doctor from the Cebu Doctors Hospital. She's a doctor. But not only that, I met her when she was the marketing VP of St. Peter's Life. She's a very engaging person, very humble. Walang aire, no air. Holding high positions. Doing successful wife, mother. Doing philanthropic activities. But she's so grounded. That is what I like in her. There was a time we invited her group, and then they arrived a little bit late. In one of those, at the time when I was with Inquirer, I was with Classified Advertising. We used to invite her. We used to invite them because they are our advertisers. And then they came in a little bit late. And then saw what we prepared. Only very few dishes were left. She gamely took, because she told us she was hungry. And then she liked it that she came in late, because we will have time to talk. And we talk of sensible other things. She's a friend. And then there are times that I also visited. This is long ago, 10 years ago. Exchanges. Even that one of the pink casket that came from our organization, conversations. And lately, first, I've seen it from the feed of my other friends. I've seen her in events, dressed beautifully. And I asked her, she's doing it for charity because the organization is actually for charity. So she's a total woman. She's a woman of substance, conscientious on her work, engaged in social responsibilities, her profession as a doctor. And I can see her that it is authentic. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud that she's my friend. I can call her anytime. I get a lot of discounts from her. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the beautiful, the best dressed, Dr. Mildred Vitangcol.
Hi, Jessie. Good afternoon, and thank you for having me in this in your session for today. So thank you so much. Hi, Direct J, and hi, Direct Mabs. Nice to see you again.
Yes, yes. I forgot your middle name so that they will not ask anymore. Your middle name is, and the one, and also I don't know how to pronounce it. Your middle name is?
Um, my maiden name is Vandavase. That's the family.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it's wonderful. It's a German descent.
Dutch by origin, actually.
Dutch.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it, ladies. And then you are Bisaya pala kasi San
Oh, good.
it's a
Bisaya
Cebu.
kayo.
Before the start, because I would like to, before the start of our broadcast, I was asking you because I can see it. You are wearing a thigh silk, and I know that it is
Yeah.
branded. It becomes you, and you are. Where are you now? Your
Yeah,
studio.
I'm in the home office in Makati.
Then I can see a picture. You and your husband.
Yeah, behind me is the picture of my
Yes.
husband.
Yes, yes.
Married for 26 years.
Wow, wow. Now I remember the time that we met, you were the marketing of St. Peter's Life Plan. And
Oh,
it has
that's a long time ago, Jess. Sobrang
yes, yes. I can still remember the time that we were a little bit uncomfortable because we were presenting you food that was actually it was not anymore the one that we prepared. And then you were there so humbly taking it, partaking it. And then up to now, I felt honored. And then you become.
Yeah, it's not the food, it's your presence. It's the conversation that we shared during that time that, you somehow connect
Okay.
deeper and more. Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me start with this one. There was a time that I attended a mass wedding sponsored by St. Peter.
Yeah.
You went there ahead and then you left. You even buzzed me and then you asked permission that you're leaving because you have another activity at the time. And then your mother-in-law was the one left. And it's also very charming. Now, why is it that you are doing that? That is where we start our conversation. Why is it that you have that mass wedding?
Yeah, mass wedding is one of the activities that we do. It's one of our social responsibility because it's giving, first and foremost, of course, excuse to those who don't believe. I'm not talking about religion here, but spirituality. We believe that a couple or a family should offer their union to God first so that they will be blessed. So for those family who had been living for a long time, maybe 10, 20, we also have another couple, they've been together for 50 years, and it's the first time that they really had that ceremony of having a wedding. So we put them together, we celebrate with them, we help them with the clothes, the reception, arranging with the priest and all. So that's what I do. One of the things that I do because we believe in the sacredness of the union of marriage.
Wow. And I can see it. I am a stalker. I can see you have the image of the sleeping Virgin Mary at your right. Maricor Militante is a Marian devotee will be very happy. I also have a similar image. And that is again coming from within. So because empathy is authenticity. So that means that the family, the Vitangcol family, and you yourself as a doctor, you have that spirituality that the union should be there. Aside from that, what else do you have as your activities in your company, Doctor?
Well, as a company, yeah, right now I'm the chairman of the St. Peter Life Plan. So
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that.
yeah, I'm not the chairman, but I grew from the ranks. So it's just like what you said. When I joined the company, I was the consultant or doing as a charity for to look at the patients for free, and then eventually they got me as a medical director in 1997. So that's how long I've been with the company. So 1997. So it's good. 20 23 years with them. So it's really, fulfilling to see how you evolve from being a company physician, and now I'm holding the position of as the chairman of the St. Peter Life Plan. So even if I'm the chairman now, I still continue to express the caring for the employees. Like say, for example, before COVID, we encourage life balance in the company. We allow them to do sports. We have a basketball court in our office. We also have a gym so that employees can work out, and also we have a group exercise after office, because some people stay there until very late in the evening. So we might as well give them something that during their break they can work out their bodies to have some fresh mind and get off from that mind in work, and have that physical fitness to keep them healthy and have them that real sense of nice feeling of well-being. So we advocate in the company a life balance. We have health programs, like say for example, we have this group exercise, and then we also have immunization programs, all those things that would help prevent the employees from getting sick, because I believe that healthy employees is translates to healthy organization. So that's what I believe in. So ngayon na COVID na, would you believe we also transition into group exercise, the online Zumba. So we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. We have nationwide Zumba that, all those who wants to join, not only the employees of St. Peter, but also their agents and also their family members. We make this available to everyone who wants to feel good and keep healthy and safe. So that's what we do. And also in terms of spirituality, from our face-to-face prayer meeting and face-to-face Holy Mass, we did it before in the Holy Mass. We did it in Channel 4 and Channel 2. But since it's pandemic, we do it in our office and we do it online. So Holy Mass online, and also the prayer meetings every Monday is also online. From 8 to 9, we ask or engage everybody to listen to the Word of God, and maybe some inspiring, not necessarily religious, but inspiring messages, so that we will be able to help them go through this process of adjusting to the COVID, the pandemic. There are so many issues that a lot of us experience. Nobody prepared for this unwanted visitor, the COVID-19, but we really have to just coexist with them. So one way of the things that we did is to cope up with transition into online. A lot of things that we do are now online.
Very good. So that you nailed it. That is actually my question. How you take care of employees. And I'm very sure as chairman, the hundreds, thousands of employees engaged with St. Peter Life Plan, they are assured that management is actually taking care of them. But let's go back. So authenticity Dr. Mildred, comes from nested on you as the mother, as a physician. So just share with us a little bit personal. So we heard you take care of your uh, employees. How do you take care of your loved ones? How do we take care of them?
In the company, Jesse, we believe that we everybody in the company, they are like an extended family to us. So what I do to my biological family, to bloodline family, I also do this to the rest of the St. Peter family because they're also our family. So one thing that we advocate or we remind them of is to have their self-love, to be aware that God loves them and they have to love themselves first and they have to take care of themselves because you cannot give what you don't have. You
Right.
cannot give love if you don't love yourself. You cannot see the beauty of others if you don't have the lens of beauty, feeling, appreciating also yourself. And you cannot inspire others if you are not inspired. You cannot empower others if you are not empowered. You cannot help others financially if you are not successful. So I think it's our responsibility to practice it first because it is when you practice it, when you model it, it is easier now to convince others to do it. We don't even have to convince them. We just have to show because by showing, they will follow your examples. If they believe in your advocacy, if they believe in you and they trust you, then there's no other way but to support you and to respect and to follow because they trust you of what you're doing.
You nailed it po. That is what my best friend family mentioned in the PSTD conference, that empathy cannot be learned. It is caught. You have to do it so that they will see it and then they will emulate you. Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah, and to add on that empathy, you cannot fake it. It's very seen. It's just like a glass looking through a clean glass. They will see you if you are faking it. And it's so easy to detect. Even the gesture, the eye contact, the way you say it, the voice, um, all these things. It takes a lot of showing that you can be trusted because you cannot give or you cannot expect others to give what you expect them to do if you are not also willing to give it.
wow. Listening from the chairman, I am so much inspired. I would like to thank you that you gave all PIMA presidents a plan. I already got one.
Pero hindi kami nagmamadali, Jessie, ha?
Hindi. I already got one because my sister's friend, we got one. I have it. I'm just going to give it to one of my sons. But I'm so for all the people to know, PIMA as your gesture of partnership, you gave it to us. Now, listening to you, that you have to show to them the caring, the authenticity, the genuine taking care of loving people. I think you're very much effective because very critical what your salespeople are doing, what your operations are doing, because they are actually providing service at the time that the people are actually in their lowest, that they need care and understanding, they need love. So I just am so happy to hear it from you that you are instilling that it should come from them. Wow, wonderful.
And if you're, of course, we talk about empathy, we talk about compassion. To me, I put it like this: compassion is compass in action. When you say compass, your moral, we talk of our moral compass. We talk
Right.
of our values. We talk of the things that we believe in. Now, if you don't have it, then you cannot fake it.
Right, right. So what is your compass? What is your true north? What is your purpose?
But
Right.
purpose is discovering why you exist in this world. And I believe I discovered that long time ago that,
Yeah, you're a physician.
yeah, I'm a profession, but it takes deeper than that. If you believe in things that you don't believe that you can do things on your own, because there is a bigger God that is doing things for you and allowing things for you, because you are created for His purpose and you are created with a purpose. So
Wow.
that's something that I really believe in. Nothing happens by accident. We are gifted with unlimited blessings from God, so we have to use that blessings. Otherwise, that blessings and gifts, God will take it back.
Right.
You believe it, right?
Doctora, there are a lot of friends of ours who are listening. Roman Boyzon, he's clapping. Grace Ralios, my God, I miss you. Ma'am Grace, Powerhouse with Doctora. Then, of course, Donald and Maricor and Marian Marjorie, they're listening to us. Before we'll have our first break for this episode, let me go back to that one of authenticity, transparency, and your purpose. So it's very similar to what the Japanese concept of ikigai, ikigai. That is, it's coming from yourself, what you want to, what you are best, that you can do, and then it becomes into a passion. That is what you love, and becomes a vocation, and then becomes your profession. Very good. So you follow that the direction. When we come back, let's discuss your other advocacies, because let us share to them the beautiful things that you do, the wonderful pictures that I see in the social media, and tell us why you're doing this, which is actually it's the opposite thing that you're doing in your company, because that is very glamorous that you're doing, but I know there is a purpose in why you're doing that. So let's have the rec, and we have the first break. Wonderful conversation with Dr. Mildred Vitangcol. Welcome back to HR Hotline, and I'm having a very wonderful conversation with the chairman of St. Peter's Life Plan, Dr. Vitangcol. I cannot pronounce her dad's family name, but before we ask her to come back, can I read the various, the different TNC shows? This should be now your option. This is your alternative. Which can we have it, director? Just a flash. So it's from the big picture. Beside the big picture is the HR hotline, TTH. Then we have the family business, the fourth project, the COVID stories, the market leader, the U-turn. It's an inspiring show. The home buyer, puppet stories. Then we have YOLO, the talk, win within, well home, the one below, awesome day, tech you, town hall, and what day. I'm a speed reader. I'm a speed reader. My dad asked me to take that as a what do you call it, as a seminar when I was in college, how to speed read. So sometimes when I read fast, and then you can just follow with me. So let's go back to Dr. Vitangcol. Okay, wonderful. I have lots of friends who are texting me now, and then they're getting a lot of insights from you. Nako, alam mo, I will endorse you to be invited in talks. That is now the new normal. So now, let me share that from my friends' feed and also from you, I can see in the social media you dress queenly, elegantly, and beautiful. And you are, I think, the best dressed for 2 years already. What is this association and why are you doing it? What a question. You can only ask that question if you're a close friend. Okay.
Yeah, as I've shared with you in the past, Jesse, it's not about the glam, it's not about showing off what you have. It's about supporting the advocacy because the Philippines Best Dress, they support the cancer patients in Philippine General Hospital for how many years now? So whatever proceeds that the event gathered, it was all donated 100% to the charity. So I do believe that doing something like that really moves me and inspire me to support because it's not just like dole out. You're part of that process. You're part of, helping out, reach out to get to raise funds and not just merely asking money from people. It's easy to raise money, di ba? Sometimes,
Donation.
yeah, you can be a professional beggar, but it's also nice to be a part of the whole process that you put your heart into it, you work for it, and what you gathered as a group, as a team, it's teamwork actually. So it's not just one person's success, but it's the success of everyone. And it's just good to work with other people, even if you don't know them. But when you get to work together in a project, then you develop some special relationship, special bond, and that's how we develop friendship. We create more friends, increase our territory of friends, and you can share your best practices. You can share the things that you love to do most, not about fashion or glam, but because we are full of women who has the same advocacy that helping and giving is what makes us happy.
Wow. It's a beauty for a cause.
Yes, correct.
Yes. And so we have been doing that. We have been doing, and it's nice. Yeah. So the purpose actually, having friends, having similar advocacies, purposes, and then you are helping. And yes, UP if it is for the UP cancer patients, and there are a lot of indigents there, you're helping them a lot. The dialysis and everything. Okay.
Not only that, I work with Philippine Red Cross, especially now that getting blood nowadays that is COVID time. It's so difficult to get a clean blood that have a good candidate for blood donation. So me myself, I donate my own blood, and we organize blood donation projects. Like, say for example, this Saturday we have a bloodletting campaign in Camp Aguinaldo. So if you wanna join, please feel free. But baka hindi ka na candidate, good candidate. You have to be healthy. You don't have...
64 na ako.
Dapat hindi ka, wala kang sakit, wala kang maintenance, you have to have a good sleep, walang bisyo, you're not a drinker, all those things. But kung kaya mo naman, and you can pass the criteria of a candidate, we would like you to help out, because during COVID, there had been a lot of difficulties securing blood, and the blood that you donate really extend the life of that other person, di ba? It becomes now you're a part of that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Di ba? Pero yung you donate your eye, if you don't namatay, but this one blood, you're still alive, but you're already a part of that person.
You don't have to die to be able to share a little of yourself.
Yes. Extending yourself to another person. Yeah, I understand you're also engaged with Red Cross, that one of the charity, and then you are also engaged with Rotary. I am your stalker. That's why I know what you do.
It's okay. My life is an open book. So wala tayong ano.
Yeah. So what do you do? What are your activities with Rotary?
In Rotary, I've been in Rotary for the past 14 years. So ever since, it's one of the best organizations that you can be with. Recruit na kita, Jessie. Pwede ka na mag-join sa Rotary. Kasi pwede doon lalaki.
Sure.
Yeah, because, in Rotary, you help a lot of people, not only the person, but, the advocacy, the focus is more of changing the lives, not only on the family, but the community by itself. So that when you do something, it will now become sustainable. So when it's sustainable, you will see that the change in the society changing from the poorest of the poor or the marginalized. And then when you help with the livelihood program, when you help them have skills, not only skills, but reskilling them, and whatever produce that they have in their livelihood, you can help them have source of, sell it to the market, sell it to friends, so that they will have more money, so that they can fund their own projects. They can also help their families' needs and all those things. And seeing people happy, successful, and they're able to support themselves, and that's one person less or one family less of the problems of the poorest of the poor in the Philippines. Because we know that, in the Philippines, there's really limited opportunities to have even if you're a college graduate, there's limited jobs, but how much more for those who are not educated? So you just have to reach out and find these people, lend a hand, so that we some way, somehow, one way or another, we're able to help them develop, to have a better life.
I see. I am just curious. Where do you get all of this? Saan yung hugot? Saan yung self-motivation ni Doktora Mildred? Para akong si Boy Abunda. Kanina para akong si Kalandabi na magtanong. And Saan yan? Is it your growing up? Is it the family? Is it the love that you receive? Tell us, share with us so that makita ng mga HR and our friends will know so that they can emulate you.
I
Saan
think
yun? Saan yun? Saan yun nag-umpisa?
I think it stems from how you feel inside you. It's how you were brought up. Like say for example, me, I had a love of love from my family, and we always focus on positive things. I also got my inspiration from my mom. She's a midwife by profession, but I saw the life in because I grew up in the barangay in Negros, so I saw the life there. Nung time natin, Jessie, hindi pa naman uso yung panganak sa ospital, di ba? Kung saan mo pangatnan, doon ka panganak, right? So, limited lang yung opportunity na madala ka sa ospital if you have the means and if you have, you have the facility. But most often in the barangays and something.
Ang tawag sa Bicol niyan, partira. Midwife.
Exactly. You have to cross rivers. You have to cross rivers so that you'll be able to get to the other place, especially when there's flooding, a lot of rain or something. Yung hindi naman island dati, naging island. So you have to cross that creek or river to get to where you are. So I had an opportunity to join with my mom. Madaling araw, gabi, sinusundo siya dahil may manganganak. And I was there. I saw it. I saw the difficulties of their life. So sabi ko nga, baka pag doktor na ako, I can do better. I can do more things than what my mom was doing. So she did it out of love, no complaints. She was willing to work, pag doon naman, pag nanganganak, maswerte ka na kung may bibigay sila na gulay o kaya itlog or something, di ba? Sa probinsya, ganun yun. They don't pay you money. They just give you whatever they have, di ba? So, that's how I saw it. And on weekends, I saw my mom, may mga neighbors kami na, kasi she works with the rural health center. So, nagpipila sila doon, nanghihingi ng gamot, vitamins, nagpapatingin or something. So, parang, nakikita ko yun sa mami ko, hindi siya napapagod. So, na-imbibe ko yung kanyang attitude na ganyan. So, I saw the love, sacrificing herself sometimes just because, she wanted to give more of what she had. So, I got that spirit. I got that modeling. So, I saw her passion to help and to serve others. So, that's what becomes me now.
Yeah. And that legacy, siguro, you're also showing that your children. And the legacy continues.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to teach them. You just have to show them the way. You just have to immerse them. And then eventually, they will understand why you're doing it. And if they believe in you and they trust you, they will do it on their own. You don't have to teach them.
Spot on our topic, empathy. That is really what I'm expecting. Very, very wonderful sharing. And from that, it is now even extended to your company.
Yes.
Your company. So it really matters that the one who is actually leading the culture of kindness, the culture of empathy, should really start from the leaders. And then really, you really have to share it, and you really have to you model it, the one that you mentioned, so that they will be able to do it also. But of course, you have to provide them their needs. As you mentioned, you cannot give anything that you don't have.
That's right. Yeah.
Which is why you have physical, you have mental,
spiritual,
and then you have actually the salary, and then the relationship. Okay. Okay, let's have the second break. And then after that, I'll ask you a question, and give us a nice parting message. Okay, Director, can we have the second break, please? We are now on the last portion of today's episode, and I'm having a very insightful conversation with the chairman of the St. Peter's Life Plan Incorporated, Dr. Mildred Vitangcol. But before we go to that, let us skip the job fair because we already decided that the job fair will be there will be a dedicated day, which is Thursday. I invite everybody that we have what you call the consultation, the hotline, and then the job fair. Can we have the other things that I promote? Yes, I'm now doing this in ECHO. I have a training in ECHO the first week of December on assessing and remoting virtual L&D. Can we have also the other poster? Yes. If you're, I am a victim of Ulysses. The big aratilis tree in my garden, it was uprooted. So after my webinars, I'm working in my garden even at night. And sometimes I feel a little bit weak, but I'm taking a Seya, and it is not a joke. I feel a little bit energetic. I am taking supplements, and I for my friends who are watching, I have serpentina, I have insulin. I'm going to ask our dear doctor, but I take a lot supplement because I am a type 2 diabetic. But of course, before I go back to Dr. Vitangcol, for the HR watching us, viewing us, there is a 3-day election, online election, in PIMA. So Lynn Muki, Ellen Folido, Paz, and then Mark Hernandez are running for the Exicom. Then I have some friends, Bebet. Then we have Eric, and then Maricor. Maricor is also. So my point is vote, because the problem now is actually the quorum. So what is nice here, after this, we're going to endorse it and then share this. Now I'm telling you, right after you watch us, you vote. Okay, let's go back to Dr. Mildred Vitangcol.
Hi again. Good afternoon.
By the way, Doctor, if you have some vacancies, you can just ask Lucinta to send it to us, because we have on every Thursday, what do you call this, a job fair. So we can inform. I know you are from Aparitolo, so we can actually zero in on places that you need more. It's not only at this time that we are having a pandemic, it's now our obligation to really provide access to people to have jobs. And I think you are what do you call this, an expanding organization. And you have, just a question before. I am taking a lot of supplements, a lot of natural. Is it okay for me as a doctor now? Diba? Noon, tanong ako ng tanong din sa'yo. Yes. So I have to take care of myself, to take care of my family, so that I can at least reach you. So as a doctor, what can you say about taking care of oneself now that we are in the pandemic? Let me hear you as a doctor, Dr. Mildred.
Well, of course, we have all the guidelines that have been shared to us by AITF to take care of ourselves so that we don't get the virus. Protect yourself, use PPEs, face mask and all. But more than that, you have to build your good immune system by sleeping early and waking up early, do some meditation, do exercise, take a lot of vitamins and balanced food. Kailangan yung masustansya at saka magandang, not the fatty foods, but balanced diet. Yan ang importante sa atin ngayon to boost our immune system. And one important thing to boost your immune system is how you feel good inside, happiness. The index of happiness also is you have to feel good. You have to, when you're happy, you don't get sick, right? When you're depressed, you easily get sick.
I see. Now, also, with you as a philanthropist, with you, with your associations, and with your organization, now that we are in the pandemic, what are your initiatives? Kasi the one of the beautiful dresses that you have here for cancer patients, the one with the rotary, these are for jobs. Now that we are in a pandemic, what are the things that you are initiating now?
Whatever little that we can do for others means a lot. For example, we had in the start of the year, there was this Taal volcano eruption, right? So we gathered together, we went there, we gave whatever we can give, food, vitamins, medicines, because we know the effect of losing a life and even losing a loved one. And of course, losing kabuhayan is something that is very depressing. So reaching out to them and helping cope up with, with their loss is already something that helps, that makes me happy and motivates me. So lately, we've been doing a lot of outreach projects, going to Marikina, Bicol, to Gigarao. We're doing that as well. Just to help reach out to those families who have experienced the tragedy of the disaster, of the calamities. So, yun naman ginagawa. Aside from, kahit na walang calamity, we still go out, reach out to the deprived, underserved, the marginalized society, the families. Kung ano-ano lang pwede naming, pag makarinig kami ng ganitong area na to, nangailangan, we go there, we gathered food together, even yung mga disabled, we have a project na Wheels for Life. We give wheelchair para mag-mobilize sila, they can go out, they can go to places. Those simple acts or small acts of kindness goes a long way.
Right. Now I have a question. You have chapels and we have a pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Ano yun? Are the chapels still open? Are there wakes? Do you allow wakes?
The chapels, we had to change our practice. Before kasi may wake. So because of the COVID, there are a lot of local policies that we have to comply with and we have to follow. So kung i-allow nilang viewing, we do like 2 days instead of 4 days before. And maximum 10 people at the same time. Buti na lang meron tayong online viewing, meron tayong e-burol, meron
you have
tayong
that.
FaceTime, meron tayong Messenger. All those things, naging relevant sila during the time of pandemic. Because Filipinos naman talaga, they want to say the final goodbyes, they want to see people. Even yung misa sa last blessings, nag-go online na rin. Kasi you have to evolve. You have to come up with something para lang at the end of the day to make the family happy in spite of the situations of losing a loved one. So yun ang mga ginagawa natin ngayon, Jess. You cannot imagine how much we had to, to think for the customer.
Innovate and really evolve.
Yeah.
And then, yes. Yeah. I remember we were just talking about that when we were years ago about the e-burol. Now it has become not only the thing, a must.
Very useful, very relevant. Because in 2007, we thought of the OFWs lang, but eventually it now evolved into the other needs, especially now that it's COVID. People get in touch. You're in a traffic, you can hear mass while the mass is going on in the chapel by logging online. All these things had helped us connect with the families in their celebration of the life of the person who died.
Yeah. And this is pure empathy, customer-centric, not the customer the one that has departed, but the customer-centric, the one that is left behind. And this is actually taking care of them. A wonderful doctor. Doctor, thank you very much for gracing the event. Okay, thank you very much. In the next season, I will invite you again because I will try to have another topic. You are a woman of substance. Allow me to tell me that you are a woman of substance.
Thank you.
And it will be nice if we can squeeze from who you are, what your experiences and your thoughts, and then share it with everyone. What is nice with this live streaming is that we can share it later on the recordings. I will send you a recording. So thank you very much. Can we have your parting message for everybody?
Yeah. Okay. Let me start by saying thank you, Jessie, for allowing me to be with you this afternoon. Thank you, Direct J, and thank you, Direct Mobs, for having me. And as a parting word or something, or take home or take away, whatever it is, before you take your lunch, I do believe that you cannot give what you don't have. So you have to have the life that you celebrate. You have to be inspired. You have to be empowered. You have to feel loved so that you can give this love to others. And quoting Mother Teresa, she said that a life not lived for others is not a life. So, dyan lang po magtatapos yung ating aking sharing this afternoon. Maraming salamat po. Keep safe, be healthy, and stay beautiful and stay happy.
Thank you very much. There goes, ladies and gentlemen. I am very proud that I am a friend of Dr. Mildred Vitangcol. And I am so proud that I ask personal questions and she's so transparent. We talk about kindness, talk about ethics, talk about compassion. It starts from within. And she shared with us that she got it from the mom. I forgot to ask her what is the name of the mom because we have to celebrate from her. Just like everybody who's listening to me now. Do something good. Do something that your children or your family will catch and then will observe, and later on they will do it. And that is the legacy. So her molding, her discovery of kindness, generosity, of compassion, of empathy came from her growing up in Negros. Then she chose to be a doctor, which is a profession that really forces you to take care of people, to have life, to support life, because you're a doctor. Now, she is the chairman of a company that actually provides the service when you are actually at your lowest. And she does other social responsibility. Wonderful sharing. And this is what we need. It starts from the individual. She's very graciosa, gracious. And I think her graciousness comes from her blessing, from her spirituality. That's why I ask her, that one of the mass wedding, that one of the image at her back, which is the sleeping Virgin Mary. So you can see in her life, it's total. It's substance. I'm very sure the family, the husband loves her because it exudes. So that is the point, ladies and gentlemen. That is why I'm so keen on this topic. Actually, Dr. Vitangcol, if you count it, is the 5th guest who discussed about emotional intelligence. And we're hitting it right. She nailed it. She nailed it. That you must be able to do it so that people will see it. Your employees, your children will see it. That it comes from you, honestly, sincerely. And she told us, you cannot fake it. So there goes, ladies. I am so happy also that I grew up in a family. My dad, as I told you last time, used to buy boxes of apples. And during Christmas time, we give it to everybody to share what we have. So I got it from my dad, from my sharing. And for Dr. Vitangcol, from the mom. And then the legacy, the act of kindness continues. And I'm very sure that Diyos Mabalos of the Bicolano, God will repay, God will return the favor, will be granted to Dr. Mildred Vitangcol. Diyos Mabalos po, Doktora. Diyos Mabalos po. This is Jesse Francis Rebustillo.